This is not over yet. We're watching Salac, who's on his first lap. He's in touch at the first sector, but personal best, overall best first sectors for Canet, who's a 10th and a half up, for Acosta, who hasn't come in for new tyres that we've seen in this session, from Gonzalez and also from Joe Roberts. Canet is really pushing on. He's still a 10th of a second inside Chantra halfway around this lap, but as we saw from the tyre rider, he's so good in that final sector of the lap. Canet's going to need a bit of a buffer as he goes into this final sequence of corners. We ride on board with the 40 now.
Yeah, pitches into turn 9, then flicks it right through turn 10, and then around this long, fabulous turn 11 turn. Is that Salac just ahead? I think it is. You can see Canet has got another red sector through sector number 3. He's 500ths of a second up.
Into the final sequence of corners, which weren't very kind on a Canet last year, as he couldn't get past Iagora in the 21 lap Grand Prix. Will he start from the very front tomorrow? Just the final corner to go, and Canet slots into pole position. Just 7,000ths of a second between him and Chantra. The Pons team like what they see. Canet now up onto the front row of the grid, and Acosta, we're right on board with him now. He's down onto the second row of the grid now. Can he rectify that? He crosses the line and fails to improve. He stays fourth, with Vietti and Gonzalez now alongside him on row 2.
Decent stuff from Gonzalez. He topped the first practice session of the weekend, comes here on the back of 5th place. I think he's had 4 top 6 finishes now on the bounce as the number 18, one of the emerging men in the Moto2 class. Jake Dixon went out on a fresh rear tyre. He was sitting on top of the pile a couple of minutes ago, but Jake not really able to set a similar lap time with the new rear tyre, and he's half a second off through sector number 2 currently. What about Alonso Lopez down in 18th, Lewis?
Sliding through turn 6. That's of course when we saw Borja Gomez going off in qualifying 1, but that soft rear tyre giving a good grip for Lopez at the moment, isn't it? A 10th of a second down. I mean, anything's really an improvement for Lopez at this stage of the session. Currently our slowest rider in this session, and the checkered flag is out, so any mistakes on this lap would leave Lopez back on the 6th row of the grid. Vietti's not giving up on this just yet. He's also a shade up at the second sector of his lap. Acosta is also in touch. This is going to go right the way down to the wire and in Lopez. Qualifying 2. Lopez then
he's
coming
in
into the final sequence of corners.
Yeah, sorry to cut in over you there, Lewis, but he is in touch, just 500ths off, coming through the 3rd sector, pitches through turn number 14. Lopez takes the checker flag, and he goes pole with his final lap. Where did that come from? Another new lap record of this Termas de Rio Hondo circuit.
And delight for Lopez as he punches the tank. Canet won't believe what he sees as he looks over to his right and sees the big screen. That old-time lap record isn't enough. Lopez has beaten him. Acosta currently 5th. Can he move up? Crosses the line, and he will stay at best 5th on the grid. Chantra, can he retain top spot or regain it? He can't. 3rd for him, and Celestino Vietti with a 142.6. He will complete the 2nd row of the grid tomorrow, but it all came down to that final sector as we see contact there into turn 1 after the checker flag has been completed, and calm finally descends on Termas de Rio Hondo, and Alonso Lopez, that brand new rear tyre, did the trick. Pole position from P18 at one point, P1 the next.
Fantastic stuff from Alonso Lopez. I was wondering what exactly was going on, because he's been a bit subdued of late. Hasn't started the season in the manner that we thought he would. That is his first pole position in the Moto2 class. His previous best is 2nd place at the Red Bull Ring last year. This is the first time that he's taken top spot. So we've got Boscoscuro first, and that was how it was this time a year ago as well, Lewis.
So back-to-back poles in Termas for the Boscoscuro-backed speed-up team. Aaron Canet, he will start just as he did last weekend from 2nd on the grid. He's got a bit fed up of seeing a number 2 next to his name, but I'm sure he'll settle for that. At one point, when he saw an all-time lap record next to his name, he must have thought that pole position was his. Wow. That's what happened to him on his very last lap of the session, when again he was in touch and potentially with a chance of taking provisional pole. So Philip Salac just behind the Spaniard there. He did get a lap time on the board, but only good enough for 13th place for him. But pole position for the 2nd year in a row for the Boscoscuro speed-up team. Last year it was Aldeguer, this year Alonso Lopez, their team boss. Luca Boscoscuro is the champ.
He saved his best for last. But what about Somkiat Chantra? Looks pretty happy down there in Parc Ferme. He's with Jack.
Yeah, Somcat, you've got a big smile across your face, and I can imagine why. Onto the front row for tomorrow's Grand Prix.
Yeah, I'm so excited, and also when I finished the line, I didn't know because what position, because I don't look. I look, hey, where me position, and when I come this and I see, oh, why my old mechanic is here? I started the follow is P3, and I so happy. I really happy so much, and tomorrow I will start in the follow and I will try my best for tomorrow. I hope the fan to looking on tomorrow will be enjoy.
Best of luck for tomorrow, Somcat.
Yes, thank you. Bye.
We don't play favourites in this commentary box, but if we can get Somcat Chantra into Parc Fermé on a weekendly basis, I will be more than happy with that. There's a very good chance we'll see him there again tomorrow. Starts from the outside of the front row of the grid. His performances through free practice, he seemed to be the rider most comfortable in those 143s. Chantra goes from the front row tomorrow.
Yeah, and from what he was saying there, it's all in.
Yeah.
He's
win or bust.
Yeah, it's win or bust. We've seen that approach from him before. We've seen it before from this man as well, but Aaron Canet couldn't quite manage to get pole position today. Second place will have to do for the Spaniard. He's with Jack.
Aaron, we meet again 1 week on, and again, second, middle of the front row for tomorrow's Grand Prix. What can you tell us that means you can go one better tomorrow?
Well, I'm happy because my piece is really good, and my feeling on the bike is really well. You know, we'll see tomorrow how it is. I'll also have a really big piece, but you know, we have a big potential this year. We are working for it, and tomorrow we will give my 100% for sure.
Good luck tomorrow, Aaron.
Thank you.
Good stuff from Aaron Canet, and as Jack said, that is his second place on the grid in succession. He started last weekend's race from second too. He'll be looking to go one better, of course. Will Canet, he was really fantastic in that qualifying session just there, but still not quite enough, was it?
No, what a thrilling session it was. Canet missing out by 0.04 of a second, but when he started that final lap of the session, Alonso Lopez was P18 on the grid. He transformed that into pole position, pole number 2, Alonso Lopez with Jack.
Alonso, with 3 minutes to go, you were looking to be 18th on the grid. I saw you coming down pit lane, frantically pointing to get that new rear tyre in. When you went out, you had one chance and you got it, pole position. How does that feel?
Yeah, I'm super happy because after the race of Portimao, I was a little bit disappointed, but I feel that I have the piece to do it. And at the beginning of the qualifying, I was quite good, but I feel some struggles on the back, and I thought that I have a new tire there, so I tried to change it, and that's worked good because I feel much grip on the rear tire, and I did a very good lap, so I am really happy after Portimao that I was disappointed.
Congratulations and good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations to Alonso Lopez, the Alonso. Another magic performance. Can he succeed where his teammate failed last year and hand the Bosco